What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to TelliVision87. Let's jump into this episode of Basketball Wives. All right, we're gonna get into the whole group therapy session in a minute, but let's take it from the top. Now, we see Jen on the phone with Jelani. She's telling him everything that happened from the night before, about how she's basically over the situation with Jackie and she just wants to be done with it. Jackie is speaking with Brooke about the whole Jen situation, but Brooke is like, Jackie, I need you to be on your best behavior because Duffy has invited us to go on this boat and we don't need to be out there trying to throw each other overboard and drown and whatnot. So we gonna have to get it together. Now, while they're on the boat, it's a very nice day. The sun is shining. All the ladies look nice with their swimsuits on and everything. But Jen has the stank face. Everybody come in there, they greet each other. Oh, but when it's time for Jen and Jackie to greet, like they really don't greet. And you could see Jennifer is boiling behind them shades, okay? Jen is not here for it. But they all end up on a boat. They're having some drinks or whatever. And Brooke is saying, oh, speaking of being out here on the water with the waves, it's been a very wavy situation with my husband. We've been riding these waves and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, but thank you ladies for holding me down. So she's basically reflecting on that. Brandy says that her and Jason have improved a lot and they're in a much better place. And Jen says everything about her work is going platinum. Everything going platinum. Okay, her her documentary about to be platinum. Everything going up. And she's kind of over Jackie with the whole kumbaya speeches that she's giving, because she's like, Jackie's like, oh, united we stand, divided we fall, and sisterhood, and blah, blah, blah. Again, Jen is on the boat. Jen ain't here for it. She don't even feel like having a little drink or nothing. She's just really trying to hang in there for the sake of Duffy, but her entire body language is saying, "Get me off of this boat." So, um, while Jen and Brooke, they kind of escape away, because Jen is, like I said, Jen is not drinking, but she gonna go with Brooke so she can get her another drink or whatever. We get to see Brandy and Jackie have a talk, and they're going back and forth about, Brandy saying, "Oh, you call yourself a coach's wife," and Jackie's, you know, calling Jennifer's project trash, and Brandy was like, "Well, you can't expect her to be cool after you call that lady project trash." So they basically come to some sort of, agreement about how they both got a little bit out of hand, and their situation is, they good. But Duffy comes back with the proposition for everybody. And Duffy is really on the therapy kick this season. This is like the theme of this season is therapy. So Brandy says, well, with all this talk about, I was telling Duffy to go get therapy. I didn't know I was going to end up in therapy, with the group. Because Duffy is saying, okay, my therapist has helped me and Iman a lot. I want her to come out here and talk to us so we can work through some of our issues. So the group agrees. And but before we get to that, we see Angel, she's working on the dress, putting some final touches on it, bada bing, bada boom. She still doesn't even know if she wants to go to Mexico, period, let alone how is she gonna get the dress there if she doesn't go. And she only has about maybe 2 days left to like figure it out. Girl, Angel, what you gonna do? She don't want to leave the babies, and we know her story, because every time she leaves the kids, she feels bad or something kind of may go wrong. um so now here is that Jennifer got, this is how Jennifer actually looked most of the episode. She was just done. So we get this group therapy. Sorry that the picture is a little bit blurry, but you get it. They're in the group therapy, and Dr. Keisha is there with the ladies, and she's trying to figure out what's going on and how the ladies go from like 0 to 100, and if they know what each other's triggers are. But Brooke says they find out their triggers in the midst of them arguing. So that's where everything kind of goes left. And they talk about each other situations like individually. So Duffy and Brandy, how are you guys doing? They're still working on it, but they're moving in a better place. Brandy was hurt by the loyalty comment. Duffy acknowledges it. She apologized. They are better, but they still have not had that one-on-one conversation. But we'll get to that in a second because they do have it later on this episode. What's going on with Jen and Jackie? Jen doesn't like Jackie's character flaw. She doesn't like liars. She doesn't like people who, um, act one way and then, switch up and are completely different. She's not here for the fake and the foolery. Now, Jackie apologizes and says, "Hey, look, I'm sorry for calling the project trash, but I only said that because Jennifer called me a bitch and I was pissed off." And rightfully so. No one wants to be called that. But Jackie says she never used the word producer like she was helping make the project. She was saying, yes, I helped Jen and was giving her some producer um I was giving her some producer ideas, but I never said I was the producer. So I just kind of feel like it was, semantics at this point. And Brooke does make up a good point. She says that Jackie does embellish a little bit, which the other ladies agree with. And it was just a just them really trying to get to the bottom of the issues with Jackie and Jen. But Jackie ultimately never tried to take credit for nothing, and yeah, and she's sorry for calling the project trash. So, but like I said, Jen was over it. But the next scene after that, we see Brandy and Duffy finally have their one-on-one. They're at the bar. They're having tequila shots because what better way to bring women together in Mexico after an intense therapy session with some alcohol, with some shots of tequila. Bring them on in. They get to talking to laughing. Y'all know what time it is when them shots start hitting. Y'all be extra giggly and whatnot. Or, then y'all be getting real deep and talking about life issues or just, life in general. So they're like, they, after Duffy tells the ladies that Angel finally decides she's gonna come because it would be very unprofessional for her not to. Duffy's like, yes, everything is, is back on track and da 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 da. So, Jen, if you and Jelani were to ever get married, would you guys consider, would you be open to kids? And Jen is like, yeah, I'd be open to it. His parents said they want, they would love to have twins and blah 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 blah. And in the midst of all that, we see Brooke get up from the table. She's clearly upset. She over there crying in the corner, and Brandy goes over to console because everybody was cool, and then the next minute it's like, what's wrong? What's wrong with Brooke? Brooke is feeling emotional because the trip and having a conversation about marriage and children is bringing up everything from the past. Her and her husband, they're not on the best terms, but they still love each other. They were planning to do IVF to bring another child into the family, expand the family. So Brooke is just thinking about her situation and gets a little bit emotional. Now, like I said, Duffy and Brandy do have that one-on-one conversation. Long story short, they hug it out and they agree to move on. Like, I don't want to hear about Duffy and Brandy with that situation. They dragged that out way too long. That could have been wrapped up 2 episodes ago. Um, so Angel and Rock Rockstar to get there. Duffy gets the dress from Angel. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to see you. So happy you're here. Thank you for the dress. Girl, was you worried? Did you think I was gonna make it? Duffy's like, no, 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 I knew you was gonna come through. Child, I think I was nervous. You know what I'm saying? Because Angel is giving unstable. I want Angel to get well, but Angel was giving unstable. It was just up in the air. We didn't know. So they get the dress, and Duffy's like, girl, Angel, I gotta catch you up on everything that's going on because Angel hasn't really been around. So she tells her all the drama with the ladies, and um, yeah, they just chop it up for a few minutes. Now, this is the proposal. The reproposal is next week on the season finale. So we don't get to see any of that part just yet. But the curveball at the end of the episode is Jackie sitting at the bar having a drink, and she looks over across the way, and it's Brooke's husband. Mr. Steve is there at the bar trying to get a drink. And Jackie is like, that's Brooke's husband. That's the only Steve I know. He sure look, sound, walk and talk like Steve. No, that's Brooke's husband. So she get the calling Brandy on the phone, and y'all know Jackie is with the dramatics. Girl, Brandy, girl, where you at? Oh my gosh, I'm sitting at the bar, and it's like 007, blah 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 out here. And Brandy's like, girl, Jackie, what? Like, what are you saying? Girl, I can't really, I have to kind of whisper because Brooke's husband is at the bar. He's at the bar having a drink and he is right in front of me. Girl, where is Brooke? Where, what's going on? We gotta go find her. We gotta go tell her. So that's how the episode ends, with them seeing Steve, well, Jackie seeing Steve at the bar, and then her calling Brandy. Now, this gonna be interesting to see next episode because they're gonna ask her like, hey, is Steven here? Because we don't know if he just popped up or if she invited him to told him to come on down, because we saw before that he wanted to come on down, but she was like, nah, 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 I don't think we're ready for all of that yet. So maybe she had a change of heart, or maybe he just popped up. You know, we'll see. And yeah, so that was this week's episode. Let me know what you guys think about that whole group intervention. Do you think that it helped at all? Do you think Jen and Jackie can even repair their friendship at this point? Do you even think they can repair it? That I don't know. Who I'm just glad next week is the season finale. Yeah, it's about time to wrap this thing on up. But anyway, it's TelliVision87. Thank y'all for watching. If you want to check out more of my videos, I'm going to have one link right here on the screen for you guys. And I will catch y'all in the next video.